Hi, everybody. I'm Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. I'm based outside of Washington, D.C., in Arlington, Virginia, but our clients are all throughout the United States. We help clients no matter where they're located because we only practice immigration law. We don't actually do anything other than immigration law. And I'm really excited for our topic today, which is who can you sponsor as a green card holder and who can you sponsor as a U.S. citizen, right? So we get a lot of confusion on this. In fact, I just had a consultation with someone today who thought he could be sponsored by his son or daughter, but he can't. So let's get that clear. So if you're wondering who can be sponsored by a green card holder, who can be sponsored by a U.S. citizen, you'll get the answer to that right here. Thank you, Devika, for joining. We're streaming live on both TikTok and on Facebook. So feel free to follow us, to like our page on Facebook, to follow us on TikTok, so you get updates on when I go live. Again, if you're just joining, I'm an immigration attorney. I'm based right outside of Washington, D.C. Our clients are kind of all over the United States. So let me get into our question for today, which is who can we sponsor? Who can you sponsor as a green card holder? So as a green card holder, right, you're pretty limited on who you can sponsor. You can sponsor your spouse. So if you're married, you can sponsor your spouse, and you can sponsor your unmarried children. That's about it. Right? You can sponsor your spouse and you can sponsor your unmarried children. If you have married children, you won't be able to sponsor them. You have parents, you have brothers and sisters, you cannot sponsor them as a green card holder. But once you become a U.S. citizen, it broadens who you can sponsor. So U.S. citizens can do family-based sponsorships. They can sponsor their parents. They can sponsor their spouse. They can sponsor their children, both married and unmarried. They can sponsor their brothers and sisters. So there is, you have a lot more people that you can sponsor. The waiting times depend on who you are sponsoring. So if you are a U.S. citizen and you're sponsoring your spouse, your parents, or your minor children, that's as fast as the government can go. That will be the fastest application process. If you're a U.S. citizen and you're sponsoring your parents, your spouse, or your children under 21 years old, that's the fastest we'll see this application go. There's always a green card available for them for the most part, and that will be the fastest the application will go. If you are a green card holder that's sponsoring your spouse or your children under 21, again, that will be a faster process. If you're a green card holder sponsoring children over 21, or if you as a U.S. citizen are sponsoring children over 21 or married children, that will take a little bit longer. And the absolute longest is U.S. citizens sponsoring their siblings. So depending on which country you're from, the wait times can vary. But that is kind of a general overview on who can sponsor whom. All right, so if you have your immigration questions, go ahead and type them in here. Hi, Anjana. Hi, Sarah. Feel free to put your questions in here. Sorry, I see a few people on, but I can't see your names. So go ahead and say hello. If you're watching, I can't see who is on here. Again, if you're just joining, my name is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. I'm based outside of Washington, D.C., but our clients are all throughout the United States. And so we can help you no matter where you are located. If you have immigration questions, this is an opportunity for you to ask that one-off immigration question. Sometimes people call our office and they just want to ask that one question. This is the opportunity to ask that one question. Otherwise, I would say schedule a consultation with our office if you want to work with us. What you can do is, I see some folks here. What you can do is call our office to schedule a consultation. We're open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern time. If you're calling right now, you may go to voicemail. However, you can definitely leave a voicemail. We will give you a call tomorrow. But even if you don't leave a voicemail, our team will follow up with you tomorrow just to follow up and see if we can set up an appointment for you or answer any quick questions in terms of the process and how we handle our consultations and what's involved. Okay, so give us a call 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern. If you call right now and leave a message, or if you call right now and hang up, we will still reach out to you tomorrow to see how we can help you. All right, great. So I have a question here from Anjana. Anjana says, my daughter is not married. She is on a student visa. I'm a green card holder. What can I do? Perfect. Perfect. So if she's here on a student visa, generally each person's case is slightly different, right? So each person's case is slightly different. So assuming she has no criminal issues, assuming she's never been out of status, assuming all of these things, that there are no other complications in your daughter's case, you can definitely sponsor her. If you're a green card holder, if she is unmarried, if she's on a student visa and she's maintaining status, you can sponsor her even if she's over 21. It might be a little bit of a longer time. What you can check for the time period, here's a tip. You can go online and Google Visa Bulletin. Okay, if you Google the Visa Bulletin, it's kind of hard to understand, but if you get down to a chart, it will tell you based on your country which date, which application they're currently processing. So when did they receive the application that they are currently processing? So essentially, they will tell you, how long the wait is. So, for example, I'm not exactly sure for a green card holder's child over 21 what the wait is. I'm assuming, Anjana, I'm just basing, if you are from India, the wait is a little bit longer. If you are from a different country that is not India or China or the Philippines, the wait can be a little shorter. So take a look at that chart, and you'll be able to see what they're currently processing and determine kind of what the wait time is. If your daughter has never been out of status, if she's a student, if she's on, she has her valid student visa right now and she's maintaining her status, that is definitely a good thing. And you can certainly sponsor her and she can maintain status until a visa is available for her through a green card, right? So she'll be able to get work permit, travel authorization, everything from a pending green card application. But you need to kind of confirm that you can get to that green card application point. If you have questions on this, feel free to give us a call. We are at 703-348-1663 and schedule a consultation. We can definitely walk you through the process. If you want us to help you with that, I can help you with that too. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney, and I help clients located all throughout the United States. All right. Someone is asking, do you speak Hindi or Gujarati? Do you speak Hindi or Gujarati? I get this question a lot, actually. I understand Hindi. I do not speak Gujarati, and I do not understand Gujarati, but I speak, I can understand Hindi. You probably don't want me to speak Hindi, however, because I'm not so great at it, but I can understand you if you speak it to me. If you speak Kannada, I can help you with that. I can speak and understand Kannada very well. All right. Devika says, hi, how long will it take if I sponsor my 8-year-old? I'm a green card holder. Awesome. So if you are a green card holder and your son is outside the United States, or if he's here in the United States, there's a possibility that we could waive any unlawful presence that is associated with him being here because he's a minor. But it should go very fast. It should go very, very fast within the processing time. So the processing time for any green card, even if a green card is available right now, so there are wait lists, obviously, in different categories. Even if a green card is available, it takes about 1.5 years. But go ahead and get that taken care of now while your son is still young. He'll be once you become a citizen, if your son is under 18, he will automatically become a citizen. So you won't need to sponsor him again. Okay, so that is a huge benefit if you have kids that are young and you're waiting to sponsor them for a green card. If they are a green card holder, they're living with you, they might be able to become a citizen automatically when you become a citizen. So that is something that you should definitely think about. If we can help you with sponsoring your son, with preparing the green card application for him, give us a call. We're at 703-348-1663. Anjana said she's 23. Okay, great. No big deal that she's 23. You can still sponsor her. If you're a green card holder, you can still sponsor her if she's 23, so long as she is not married. All right. Anjana says, I need your hello. Hi. Hello, Anjana. There you are. All right, great. Do I have a hello here? Is that what's happening on TikTok here? All right, I'm trying to change this. It looks kind of silly. All right, I'm going back, guys. I'm going back to what it was before. Or I don't know. I'm trying to make it normal. I'm not the most tech savvy here. All right. Okay, great. So Manu says, um, I have a CCTV camera on my car. Okay, great, Manu. Maybe you witnessed a crime and you're trying to figure out how it is that you can apply for a green card, maybe a U visa, if you have a CCTV camera on your car. But maybe you captured a crime, maybe you were a witness to a crime, maybe you can help the police prosecute a crime. So some people call us, they work in convenience stores, they are, a witness of domestic violence even at home. So there are people that call us, to see if they can get a visa, get authorization to stay in the US based on this. So even if you entered illegally, so let's say you entered the United States illegally with someone else's passport, with someone else's green card, and you witnessed a crime, for example, right? So you witnessed a crime. You might be able to, depending on what that crime is, if you work with the police, cooperate with the police to help them prosecute this crime, you might be able to receive authorization to stay in the United States under a U visa. So it's called a U visa. Okay. And once we apply for the U visa, the law recently changed such that you can get work authorization based on a valid application. So you don't even have to have it approved, but you will get a work authorization document at the time we can apply for work authorization, I should say, when we apply for the U visa. So basically, no matter how long the U visa takes to be processed, you will have the right legally to work in the United States. So that is something that changed recently with this new administration. And that is a huge, huge benefit for people that have worked with the police to prosecute a crime, the people that are willing to work with the police to prosecute a crime. The other question that we get pretty often is, I witnessed a crime, but it was 4 years ago. Can I report it now? And can I still qualify for a U visa? Yes, there is no statute of limitations on a U visa. There is no statute of limitations on when you have to report that crime. So as long as the police can certify that you reported the crime, that you are willing to be a witness, that you're willing to help them prosecute that crime, you can possibly be eligible for a U visa. So it has to be a qualifying crime. We'll get into that another day because there's only a certain list of qualified crimes, but you might be eligible for a U visa. So if we can help you with that, I would suggest calling our office to schedule a consultation. We're at 703-348-1663. Great. Ruben says the screen is blurry. I know, Ruben. I don't know what to do about that. Yeah. Okay. Is that better? I hope that's better. I'm not sure what to do about that. All right. Diego says opinion on air. Okay, great. Great. So let me talk about some of the things that come up with our clients while you guys are, thinking of your questions, and feel free to put them into the chat, and I can go ahead and answer them for you. If you are just joining me, my name is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. I am based outside of Washington, D.C., but we have our team of several people who are all working on cases that are around the country. Some of them are also international. Some of our clients are also international. So we can help you no matter where you are located. So feel free to reach out to us if you have any immigration concern, if we can help you with any aspect of U.S. immigration law, sponsoring people for green cards, employment-based sponsorship, investment visas. We have been handling it all. Okay. Great. So feel free to give us a call. The way to do it is to call our office 703-348-1663, and you can schedule a consultation. All right. Great. Thank you. It's so sweet. Chastity says, you're beautiful. How are you? I'm doing well. Thank you. Lindsay Chastity is saying, I'm glad to be here. Thank you for sharing. You're welcome. You're welcome. Perfect. Another thing that we see pretty often with our clients, and this is going to be, unless you have other questions, I want to be able to raise this because it's so important for people who entered with someone else's passport or a green card. So we have many people that entered with someone else's passport or green card. However, if they are now married to a U.S. citizen or a green card holder, Or if they have a child who is 21 or over, who is a US citizen or a green card holder, depending on that relationship with that child, they may be eligible to apply for a green card on their own in the US. So essentially, if you entered illegally, maybe you crossed the border illegally, maybe you used someone else's passport or green card, and you came in and you're now here illegally, you haven't left for many years, but now you're married to a US citizen or green card holder, or you have a child who's 21 or over who is a US citizen, you may be eligible to apply for a green card on your own. So what that means is once you apply in about 6 to 8 work authorization, you would also get travel authorization to let you come in and out of the country. At that point, around 6 to 8 months, and then in about 2 to 2.5 years, you might receive your green card. So this is only for certain people in certain circumstances, but if you are in this situation, give us a call. We will conduct a consultation, let you know if you're eligible. We do our consultations by phone or by Zoom based on your preference. My preference is Zoom, but we can accommodate either way for you. We also do limited in-person consultations as well for people who want to come down to the DC area. Give us a call. We're at 703-348-1663. All right, great. Well, it's so nice to see so many of you join me today. I will see you very, very soon. Feel free to reach out to our office or message us on Facebook if you would like to ask us a question or if you would like to schedule a consultation. So nice to see you. Thank you so much. And I will see you very, very soon.